The poll has once again decided that we are going to be doing more MamaMax because apparently there was this huge Discord leak. There's multiple people who've covered it. I don't know where to get the source stuff from, so I'm just gonna check out someone else. I really would have preferred reading it to myself, but apparently it's not available, so I'm gonna have to look at somebody else's thing. You guys voted on lyrics, right? So we're gonna check that one out. Let's get this going. I'm excited.
I am a big fan of your content. You should have known this was a baiter at the start. No one's a fan of this dumb bitch's content. You should.
Oh no, don't. I feel so bad for that red pagan person. I really do. I think that they're trying to be nice. And they're just, I think that listen, I think that MamaMax and frankly Spencer are kind of manipulative. And I think that people like Red Pagan, whatever, I got to turn myself up a little bit. The Red Pagan person just kind of get, locked into it. That's how it works. You get some people that are not good, like MamaMax, and then they're able to kind of, get to other people, well-intentioned individuals, and kind of make them not so well, and just kind of mess them up. That's my opinion. That's what I think. You want to disagree, that's fine, but that's how I feel about that. So
should have known this was bullshit from the jump. I'm grateful for that, Jamie. Thank you.
But also kind of based.
Trying for my best. Okay, would you be okay signing an NDA? You just have to take a picture of your written name, signature, and today's date. So this guy allowed
I don't know how to write.
a random tard into his server
to
see his private information he's protecting for the legal case. No picture of his face first, with no government ID, with no evidence or proof that they even interacted with Camden.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you'd think you'd want to get an ID. I've seen servers do that before on Discord where they're like, oh, if you want to join, you're going to have to send us a picture of your government ID.
But just an NDA of just writing his fucking name on a loose leaf and a shitto signature and today's fucking date.
You would have been better off with the spoon picture, honestly.
And that's good enough. And he
send me a spoon pic so I know that you're real?
Thinks that's going to hold up in court. This was in the evidence server. I don't know what the fuck the relevance of this is supposed to be, but this was...
Oh, God, he's doing white face. Cancel him.
In regards to yesterday's stream, I got a lot of questions on why it's been taken down, because I did have to private the stream yesterday, which is really unfortunate because I had a lot of gold moments and good moments on that stream. But MamaMax, in his evidence Discord server, is now...
Why did they take down a stream?
Flagging and telling his whole server, which granted, his server is probably only 20 people, 30 people.
Max should just stop. That's it. He should just stop for a while. And he could, I don't know. I honestly don't know if he could come back. Like I say about a lot of people, yeah, they could probably come back. I don't think he can come back from this. I don't know if he can really come back from this in any significant capacity. I think he's kind of done. There's just no way. I don't think he'll ever get public favor for what he's doing.
Max, but he's now enforcing his whole server.
Even if he can prove that this guy is a bad guy, I don't think I think it's at the point now where it's not even about whether he's right or wrong. It's about the fact that he has made a mockery of this whole process. He's gone so far
to go report and flag it seems like my VOD, it seems like Mr. Sen's VOD. Anyone who's talking about the leaks, he's now reporting or flagging and outright calling for that. Seems like this guy spends more time fucking doing this shit than actually trying to catch Camden on his case. Like this guy spends his time so bizarre. So these are the leaked DMs that I saw from the person leaking the Discord server to me, which I'll get into more leaks later on. But after
the alerts, sorry.
Reborn Wooty super chatted $2. Bald. Cump air.
What? What? Oh, balls.
Rending Ray Pierce super chatted $2.
Okay.
First time catching the stream freshly showered.
Thank you. Okay, beautiful.
Max's evidence Discord server got leaked.
Lynn the Mouse super chatted $1.99. Don't watch lyrics. It shows docs info and links.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Nobody's going to be able to see it anyway. He has everything censored. What are you talking about? What?
Everyone who covered even a little of the leaks, sending to YouTube right now. Everyone should report it. In case anyone was wondering why tonight's stream is private, this is why. And I didn't even want to risk it because remember, if you guys saw last stream, it was the most bizarre.
Tara and
everything is so heavily censored.
Hi from a fellow Long Island.
Hey,
finally caught a live stream.
Don't talk
this
to me,
will
dude.
help me get through work.
Hey,
also, I adore your wife.
Thank
She's
you.
a vibe, much love.
She's pretty.
Rosemary
she's
Wade
pretty
super
poggers. I
chatted
appreciate
$2.99.
So many alerts. I'm so sorry.
More MamaMax. More MamaMax.
Yes, a lot of people feel that way.
Get so beginning of the stream I've ever done. So I started up stream. Some random chatter was saying like they had like a default profile picture and like the name of like M and a whole bunch of numbers, and they were saying, Lurex, I infiltrated the server. I have a whole bunch
Lurex, I'm a huge fan. I infiltrated the server.
of information. Do you want me to leak it to you? And I'm like, this guy's fucking trolling. It's a random chatter. So I'm like, whatever. And I then put in my Discord server, and I'm like, if you're really being legitimate, just like add me on Discord and send it to me. Not expecting anything. He then screen shares live on fucking air the whole Discord server, shows the NDA information,
The Beast
shows all
Billy
the.
Oh, I
Super
think
Chatted
that's what you're
$2.
referring to.
Current view on Israel, Palestine, and no ceasefire.
Bro, we're engaging in the biggest brain rot of the century with MamaMax. You really think that this is like the time and the place where I'm like, yeah, let me give you an educated perspective, or my educated perspective, for whatever that's worth, on Israel Palestine? You think that this is like the time and the place for that? Where what are you talking about?
The evidence and the whole Discord server to me. So I'm like, okay, what the
Here's my take. I think Israel is like the Night's Watch, and I think Palestine is like the free folk beyond the wall, and like they all have a common enemy. That's white people, White Walkers. I don't know.
the fuck? I think I showed like some information at first that I shouldn't have, that potentially could have got me in trouble, that Max could have like struck me down for with a privacy complaint. So I didn't even want to risk it.
See, this isn't the. Yeah, he edited whatever you were talking about. That's why this is a good one.
So I immediately like took it off stream. I told the guy to archive all the clips and send it to me privately to go over, and then I'll release it like tomorrow on stream, all the relevant information that I want to go over. Max in his Discord server after this was happening, because apparently this like same leaker who leaked it to me leaked it to a whole bunch of YouTubers, including Queeman, including Mr. Sen, including like a couple other YouTubers, I'm pretty sure. But one of the survivors in the chat, which I'm blanking out all the names about,
Vampire survivors,
says whoever's in the server and is leaking
Some
shit,
super chatted $2. Poop.
incredible.
you are literally putting all of our damn lives in danger just to boost your fucking egos. We are not making this shit up for the love of God. Now I don't want to shit on like these random potential victims, but
Yeah,
what do they mean?
true.
Like you're putting our lives in danger? Is this in reference to like?
I think that they, well, for one, I can kind of understand the anxiety that people might have from I guess being on the internet when they're not used to it. But number two, again, they're getting fed information to, like, Max is feeding them information. So like that's another thing too that you got to keep in mind. Max is like feeding them information. So he's like, yeah, your lives are in legitimate danger because of these people. Like, they're a threat. We need to do something about this.
The thing Max was saying on stream too, that Cameron Durrell Davis is still out there and he's still like committing heinous crimes. If a victim comes out with their real name,
Heinous
then
crimes.
he's gonna come out and like hunt them down with his werewolf fucking claws and suck their blood. Like I don't know what that seems like a little bit exaggerated, but I mean whatever. I guess I'll let that pass. But we are not making this shit up for the love of God. Another victim says, my fucking username is in that. Dude, please stop. This is not okay. This caused me so much stress. Stop spreading the DMs. And then they at Max and Spooper, who's also Spencer. Everything is leaked, and Max is panicking. Apparently Max is at like Target right now, or fucking like Walmart. And
He's panicking at the disco. Oh, what is he, a woman? I get it, because that's a girl's store. That's a girl's store.
Sending to YouTube right now. And as soon as I saw this DM, I'm like, fuck. Because even how schizo Max is, he does say he has a YouTube like manager, or like a contact at YouTube.
Yeah, it's not that deep. I mean, once you get to a certain size, they offer to people. They used to offer it to me when I had a bigger channel.
So I'm like, fuck this. I'm not even gonna risk it. I got a
don't hurt
private
me.
spot. But he's like sending this to YouTube right now. The victim says, do
Fuck
you really
my
think
mom's
that's going to
balls.
stop anybody? Slug is in their chat right now. Wouldn't shock me if they invited him on. I think it just keeps getting worse. What a disaster too that
Yeah,
Max has
true.
made of this situation. You know what I mean? You're now like stressing out even more like these victims because of your negligence. Like your blatant retardation.
Whoa!
And I'll get into how this even happened in the first place. It's because the person who leaked it to me was able to infiltrate the Discord server without showing any evidence that they're even a victim. They pretended they were a victim of Camden Gerard Davis, and
Possible that a lot of them are doing the same thing.
Max just let them in, let them see all the evidence, let them see every fucking little Discord channel and all the servers for him to
fucking
leak freely.
Discord.
And he didn't have to show any fucking evidence at all. This guy's a retard.
Whoa, dude!
Asking
Jesus
for this is how
Christ.
Some
stupid
super chatted $2.
Jesus.
Poop 2x.
Incredible stuff.
you are. Anyone could have went into that server and just said, I was diddled by fucking Camden when I was 12.
True.
And because Max is like trapped himself into a corner, he now has to take testimony as fact and evidence. So he didn't ask.
Well, I think it's more that he would want. I don't think that he necessarily cares about anything being verifiable. I think he just wants to double down, and like he's got that confirmation bias going. So he's just going to take any. I would imagine. Anybody at face value that was like, yeah, this happened. It's like, oh, look, another person. This just adds credibility. It lends credibility to this thing going on because I have another person saying that this happened, you know? And if it turns out they're lying, he'll just be like, oh, I didn't know. You know, it's perfect. It's almost perfect for him, you know?
for any evidence. He's just like,
die.
okay, I believe your story. I'll let you in, and just allowed them in, and they leaked the whole fucking server. Now putting the real potential victims in like potential danger, or at least making them stressed out with their story.
Well, if anything, I don't know if it's necessarily danger. Well, maybe if you guys accidentally doxed them, but I think more than anything else, it's just drastically reduces their credibility, unfortunately.
Like, this guy's like unbelievable. So they say everything keeps getting worse, and I'll show all those DMs too of the person infiltrating with Max, because I got sent all of those, and I'm gonna go over all those on stream. Max says, "What's the link to that video? All of our lives are in danger now. I still don't know what that means." They could be exaggerating a little for effect, just because they're panicking. Like, the best faith possible. It sounded like these people, like if they really were victimized by this guy Camden, they were potentially abused, they were potentially raped. I can get why they would be like feeling in fear, and they would feel like their lives are in danger. I can understand where they're coming from. I think it's a little bit of over-exaggeration, but I can understand like their perspective of why they.
Well, I mean, if they were actually groomed and molested, then I mean, I don't think it's an exaggeration. So.
Scared, you know what I mean? But nobody wants to take that seriously because they think they're lying. Max says everyone should report it, and then this girl links send stream of leaking all the MamaMax stuff. Which, granted,
he did ask for ID, but the other person said their parents are abusive, so they can't get the IDs, and Max said that was understandable and let them in without it. Okay. I feel like what? Listen, I feel like that's one of those situations where, let's say, that's one of the situations where you say like, "Oh, I understand, but unfortunately, we can't let you into the Discord without the ID." That's what I would have said. It's one of those things where you need. That's why you need to set a certain amount of boundaries, and you need to, like, you need to say like, "No, I can't do that." Like, "Oh, I believe you, but I can't take you in because if I can't verify it, then tough poops." No, if I can't verify it, then like I just can't do anything with that information. I can't. That's what I would have said. I would like to, but you got to do that. I mean, that's how this kind of shit happens, is that he's just taking everybody's word for it. Yeah.
I accidentally, like, as soon as the person started screenshotting,
that's if he actually believes it or not,
sharing information on my stream, I don't think I showed like even that much information, to be honest, because I wanted to make sure that I didn't want to like put any potential like innocent people in harm's way or whatever. I don't really even think I even showed anything important. I think at worst I showed Mudahar's full name, and Mudahar's full name is already like public.
I thought Mudahar was like 3 names in one. What the hell are you talking about, dude?
Because I showed the NDA part of the Discord. But I don't even think I showed any like explicit information. So I think I was safe personally. I just didn't want to risk it, so I ended up private it anyway, because this guy's like actively telling people to
yeah, sure, that's smart. Get to the leaks, bro.
Flag. But this guy Mr. Sen, he was apparently leaking everything. He was just leaking fucking everything. He didn't give a fuck. Apparently this, and also don't think this Mr. Sen guy's badass. This Mr. Sen guy's like a complete dipshit too. Very similar to Slug. Like autistic dumb fucks all around.
Whoa!
But this Mr. Sen guy didn't give a fuck. He showed like every message, all potentially like the victim's name, I'm pretty sure too. But so that was the explanation why I took it down. But now I wanted to show the messages of how the guy even got in there in the first place, of how they infiltrated Max's server.
Yeah, let's see what we got here.
Behind the scenes. I've been given permission to leak all of this, by the way. This is the leaker who infiltrated the server, pretending they were a victim of.
Dude, I'm a fucking leaker. Sometimes when I get to take a piss in the middle of the night, I get so much piss on the floor, dude. I don't know what the hell is going on. When you get older, it just doesn't work out the same anymore, you know?
Camden saying I wanted them to.
Although I feel like a lot of it's because of the splashback, not necessarily I'm pissing on the toilet seat or anything. They said I pee so much, so hard, it explodes out of the toilet.
What hairstyle would you have?
Bro, come on. I probably have like just a mustache, a very thin, boxy mustache. If I had hair, maybe a low taper fade, dude, like Ninja. Yeah, because I also have a low flow toilet, so it's like really low to the ground, and it flows. It's not a lot of water in there, so it's also like a height differential, and I'm really tall and I have a small dick, so it's like, you know what I mean. It's like a perfect storm. It's like a perfect storm.
To explain to me how they got in. So they said, essentially, I gave them a fake name and then created a new Gmail account. First, I contacted Red Pagan Corner.
Damn.
How does this guy keep getting involved in this retarded drama?
Whoa!
So apparently Red Pagan was the beginning. He was the first domino.
Oh, come on. Why do you gotta misgender Red Pagan? Come on. I know you don't like the person, but you be a little nice. Be a nice guy. Be a nice young man. Be a nice young man. You know what I'm saying? Be a nice young person.
To get the whole Discord leaked. So first this person...
And if you don't want to gender them correctly, just call them Red Pagan. You know what I mean? Just call them by their name. That's what I say. If you don't want to gender somebody right, just call them by their name. Red Pagan.
Contacted Red Pagan Corner. I think their name is. From there, I befriended them and claimed I was a victim of Camden. The communist later, I love how they refer to him as the fucking communist, later would fall for it, and I used my slow speech impediment as a way for me to
Oh
sound
my
like
God.
some traumatized kid. Is this fucking Smaggle?
What?
And it worked. From there, they put me in contact with Spencer. Then Spencer added me after. This is where it started. I basically kissed their ass, and it worked like a charm. So this is them talking to
Damn.
Red Pagan.
That's unfortunate. I feel bad because I feel like that Red Pagan person probably doesn't get a lot of positive engagement. I'm not even trying to be rude, but they seem like the kind of person that doesn't necessarily get a lot of affirmations from people. They have a smaller YouTube channel, and that probably felt so good to be like, oh, look at this person. They're just nice to me. You know, that's how. It's so sad. I feel so terrible. It's so mean. Oh no! I pretended to be their friend. That's probably one of the few that they had, because you know Max isn't their friend. Max probably hates trans people. He seems like the con. He seems like the type. I don't know. I don't even know why I'm saying that. I literally don't even know why I'm saying that. But you get what I'm saying.
Corner. But dude, their fucking Discord bio. Better to die a martyr for the cause. I imagine that, like, for the cause that supports minors getting raped.
Whoa!
Martyr Red Pagan. You were the first domino in getting all this fucking Discord leak dipshit. But so this person says, I'm a
brother.
big fan of your content. You should have known this was a baiter at the start. No one's a fan of this
Spittily
dumb
super
bitch.
chatted $2.71. Haven't caught a stream yet. Keep up the good work.
Oh, thanks. Are you trolling me? I always get the first time in the stream. I've never got someone in the stream say they've never caught a stream though. That's a fresh one. Bro, why do you gotta? Hey, at least he gendered the person correctly by calling them a bitch. But
Just content. You should have known this was bullshit from the jump. Are you kidding me? Hi, I'm a big fan of your content. I'm sorry you're getting so much hate by these Nazi assholes online.
Based.
Frowny face emoji. Man, this person is gullible as fuck. I've seen how they are treating you, and it's disgusting, especially given you are trying to help victims of child abuse.
True that.
Art, I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm a victim of Camden as well, but I am too afraid to share my story online, given how hostile people are towards the other outspoken victims. That's totally unacceptable.
See, guys, it worked. This whole thing was just to get more victims to come forward, and it worked.
Understandable.
Oh no, it didn't.
We've had a couple other
Damn, imagine Max was sitting there. He's like, "See, I knew it. I knew more victims would come forward. This was a good thing." Ha! I can't wait to make a new video telling everybody that we got him with this new victim. I wonder if he was like ready to release that video too. If he was like, yeah, I'm going to get him with this one.
victims come forward the last few days. One also is a bit reserved about speaking publicly. No pressure. Do you want me to put you in touch with Max? Immediately. No vetting. Immediately put into contact. Well, I guess I guess I can't blame Red Pagan as much as Max, because Red Pagan isn't the one responsible for like owning the Discord server that has all the evidence. Max is definitely more like to blame. It's just fucking funny. You know, it's just funny that like these dipshit people who like believe all accusations, believe all accusers, they've now like always perpetually trapped themselves in this corner to believe everyone's testimony at face value. And if they ever ask for any proof aside from testimony, they now completely catch themselves in an hypocrisy and like contradictions. They can never ask for evidence. They perpetually trap themselves in a hole, in a corner. So yes, that would be perfect. And is there a server I could join where I could share my? They're immediately asking for the server. Is there a server I could join where I could share my story, where I can be safe and perhaps meet friendly people without dealing with crazy drama tubers? They say I would suggest Max's.
Ooh, saying all the right words, because I know that a lot of people were giving that Red Pagan's person a lot of heat too.
But I don't know how secure it is. Same with mine. They send a voice message. Do they play the audio? Doesn't seem like they play the audio. Can you invite me to Max's? I don't mind joining that. I'll be careful and I'll only share personal.
Damn, I wanted to hear this this supposed voice that they put on that pulled people in.
Information with you and Max. I'll put you in touch with Max. I'm not in his server. That's his Discord. He goes by Big Mama, and it'll have a doggo as a profile picture. And I understand, and I take great care in protecting privacy and preventing harassment. Thank you. I will contact him, and hopefully from there things will be okay. I have a lot of social anxiety, and sometimes I'm really scared of people. I know you and Max have a lot of on your plates. I'm hoping I'm not causing any stress. I'm sorry. No, don't worry, hun.
Don't worry, hun. Hey, no, I am. Hey, hun, no, I am. That's such a weird meme. None of you will understand it. It's a Jason Genova meme. Hey, hun, no, I am.
Don't worry, hun. We got you. I'm the same way. Lots of anxiety and PTSD from my ex-wife.
Who said that? Who said that? Who said the what?
Okay. 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 What? Okay.
Oh, Red Pagan. Damn, I wonder how that went. I wonder if Red Pagan was still presenting as male at the time, and then when they transitioned, if their wife left them. You know, that's a sad moment. I'm creating backstory lore, guys. I don't know if that's true at all, but I like to ponder. I like to pontificate. Is that what that word means? I don't know. We'll look it up.
She sexually manipulated and abused me. Jesus Christ. I'm just getting fucking stunlocked. Jesus Christ, dude. She's sexually manipulated and abused.
Pontificating is expressing one's opinion in a way considered annoyingly pompous. So yes, I am pontificating. The word in and of itself sounds pompous. Yeah, that's sad if that person was actually abused by their ex. Although I wonder, we're kind of in like buzzword central now, so we're kind of in like that buzzword central. So people, I feel like nowadays, like they have an issue in a relationship where like they weren't treated the best, and now it's some kind of abuse or victim or this or that. You know, I think I kind of feel like that's a new trend, to be honest with you.
Used me, so I am also a survivor.
I'm a survivor. I'm gonna
Red Pagan grooming right
die.
now in Discord. Yeah, dude. Hun.
I'm gonna die. In this
Also, what
fucking
pronouns do you go by?
game.
Very understandable question. Everybody put your pronouns in the comment section below. But weird
Okay.
flex, but okay. I was abused by my ex-wife. Yeah. Oh, you're sweet, and thank you. He's just sending a whole bunch of voice memos. I assume trying to play out, like trying to convince.
Willow
convince him.
Amnesty super chatted $2. Hey Boogie, love the streams.
Okay,
Sorry Desi cheated.
I appreciate it. Okay, I appreciate it.
Why did someone say their pronouns are pedo/file?
Oh, got him.
We are whale
So
retarded. Okay, chill with
funny.
the fucking whales again. Thank you for the 2, Zan. No problem, Hun. Hun again. I messaged Max and Spencer, one of the other victims. Hopefully they will get back to you soon.
Okay,
Another
here we
voice
go.
message.
Here
No
we
problem.
go.
We'll be in touch.
Here we
Hun,
go.
dude. You know, I thought you guys were memeing at first, but maybe this is live fucking Discord grooming that we're witnessing right now.
I think
Why?
they just have
That's
weird
like back to
mannerisms.
back. That's like a fucking triple Hun trio.
Triple
This person's like
Hun.
32 years old. Okay, I don't know, dude. Hopefully we can help you rest
Hey,
a
Hun,
little
no, I am.
easier. Thank you, I appreciate it. Will it be like an interview? Because I'm scared of people and I usually hide from people, to be honest. This fucking emoji. Defeat the Huns. Yeah, dude. This fucking emoji, dude. He's really playing the part well. I don't think so. I believe Max will just message you. He may ask to see if you'd like to talk over voice or video call, but you don't have to if you don't want to. I've made sure to mention him your concerns about harassment and that you're scared about speaking out, so he can be sure to treat you well with the utmost care and sensitivity. So this is now the infiltrator talking to Spencer. So this is Spencer. Hey there, are you a survivor of Camden? And they send a video message. So honestly,
Sussy
yeah.
Nut
Hey
super
there, are
chatted
you a survivor of
$2.
Camden? No, I was on The
Papa
Bachelor.
Guy, what your thoughts on Tommy C?
I don't know. He's a fat white guy. Me too. You know, it is what it is, brother. It's just a curse. It's just the curse of the. It's just a curse. It's the curse of the fat whites. It is what it is, brother. You know, life could be worse.
I had a really bad experience with him, and seeing those videos and stuff about it made me discouraged from coming out about my story, but I talked with Red Pagan and that motivated me to come out. And I'm sorry you dealt with so much harassment from your end. It was horrible seeing how many people treated you. If you're willing to participate in legal processes, we could use every voice we could get. You would not have to be put on YouTube or anything for it, and nothing would be allowed to be posted in reference to you if you do not consent. As for harassment, it's unfortunate, but I'm pushing through as hard as I can. Also, I have to thank you for your bravery. Camden is truly a vile human, and I can't wait for us to all see our justice. Would you like to schedule a call with me, myself, and Max soon? Hi, I think I need some time to think about this, but I may be interested in the legal process. I just am really scared in all honesty right now, because I really don't want him to get away with this, but I know it could put me in danger as well. But I also understand that this risk of doing something like this, the risk of being in danger, but also helping other survivors share the story, I want to give it time just so I can give myself the mental strength to see if I can really overcome my fear and share my full story and take it legally. Okay, I was shitting on this guy for his acting earlier, but now he's actually playing the part pretty well. Like,
Yeah, it's almost a little weird.
he's playing it pretty well though. He's playing like
He's a super sleuth.
the victim. He's on his shit right now. But I'd love to schedule a call with you and Max maybe in a couple days. Yes.
Oh, fucking
This is some
trapped.
Machiavellian
Oh.
shit. Yeah, it kind of is. It's kind of psychopathic, but hey, it brings us the content. I'm here if you need any
true.
advice or just want to
True.
rant. I'll talk to Max about scheduling it and let you know what days work so he can give us a time. That would be perfect. I go to school currently, but when I'm free, I'll let you know when I can, and I will schedule a time and stuff, and hopefully I can
Did this person ever say what like their supposed age was?
explain things further.
There's no way
Is there
I'm
a
being
server I
fucking
can
dicked
join
so hard.
where I can share my story, where I can be safe and perhaps meet friendly people without dealing with crazy people? So they send voice messages back at each other. Spencer sends the invite to the server of MamaMax's. This person says, thanks, I appreciate it. You are kind and I value you listening to me and taking the time and effort to hear me out.
You are
Thank
so kind.
So what I just showed on screen with Spencer's conversation with this person, that's Spencer's server apparently.
Spencer has her own server that she talks to Survivor. How many fucking servers do these guys need? I don't understand.
Now with this conversation with Max, at the end, Max sends the
Getting
invite
nothing.
to the victim server.
Holy
This is now the
fuck.
conversation. So they got into contact with MamaMax and they say this.
Jesus fuck.
Hi, thank you so much for adding me. I know you people are dealing with a lot of stuff, especially people harassing you. It's a really fucked up situation. Because you clearly care about the victims, and it's horrible to see that no one is trying to help you or stick up for you. Dude, this person really knows how to like emotionally manipulate someone. Because they're
I believe they call that love bombing. It's not love bombing, but like, yeah, they are a little manipulative.
saying exactly what Max wants to hear right now. But this person really knows how to like
super chatted $2. Not racist enough. Last time watching the stream.
I understand.
play into what people want to hear. Like saying that it's horrible to see that no one's trying to help you or stick up for you. Like, this is A1. Thank you for saying so. It's okay.
Yeah, you think he would be skeptical of somebody like being so overly affirming? You just think so?
It's just a part of the advocacy. One day people will understand, and seeing how people are treating you, it makes me very
Yeah, I'm just a martyr. I wonder if Max is getting off a little bit to being this kind of martyr.
upset. I was a victim of Camden. I'm too afraid of coming out and sharing my story. I've seen people like Spencer get harassment, and it really made.
Have they even asked this person like any question that's like, "Oh, you were a victim of Camden? When?" Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I saw like a single like, "Hey, when did that happen? Oh, how? Like, what's that? Hey, my minor question." Simple question. How old were you? When did this happen? What about this? What about that?
Made me shaken. We will keep your anonymity and safety our highest priority. You don't have to go public if you don't want to, but if you want to testify against Camden, then we have to verify your identity. Is that okay? This is okay. Can I have time processing and everything? So when I'm ready, I can hopefully
I need time processing.
hopefully legally testify against Camden. Absolutely take as much time as you need. We're currently talking to the police station in Georgia
Hey, they finally did it.
that Max has talked about publicly before. Sheriff's office to report Camden. The police say if you could get more testimonies, the faster they can make an arrest. Because it's a lot.
Oh, so they talked to the police, and the police were like, "Yeah, the more you can give us, the more we can actually do." Wow, who would have thought the police would have been like, "Hey, we need more evidence," which is so funny because he's like, "Oh, we're still trying to get everybody together so we can all go down to the police station." But it's like you don't have to do that. You can just continuously give the police information. You know, so
A lot for me, and emotionally, I've been really traumatized by it. But I also know there are victims out there, and the more Camden is out there, the more people he can hurt. Because I really do appreciate your work. You are a hero. Because of the victims, because of you, and the victims were able to have a voice. Man, this person,
wow, beautiful
fucking
stuff.
manipulating as hell. I know you are dealing with a lot of harassment and going through a lot of stuff. Is it possible you can invite me to the Discord server where the other victims are? I want to share my story in a place where I can feel safe and not be doxxed or harassed. Yes, we can invite you. Thank you again. You've done so much for the victims. I'm blessed to have met you, and I hope Camden can finally face justice. For the safety of the server, may I please ask for your full name? My name is Max Stryker. It's a pleasure to meet you. They give a voice message and then say Jamie Fields, which is a fake name.
Okay.
But that's the only verification that Max has done to allow some random shitter in his Discord server to see all of the evidence.
True
All
that.
you have to do is just play the part decently well, say that you were fucking abused and diddled by Camden, give a fake full name, and boom, you see all of the fucking evidence that he's protecting for the legal case, and then
Yeah, you especially would have expected this after everything blew up in his face. I don't understand. I mean, it's almost perfect because you'd expect now everybody's giving Max so much criticism, so you'd think he'd have a higher security or a higher barrier for information, right? Because his credibility is already kind of shot. But then he lets the first person in that gives him very bare bones information. But again, like I said before, I think he's just desperately looking for some kind of like a fact. He's desperately looking for the like, see, I told you so moment that I don't think he's ever going to get, honestly.
spreads it out to the internet to see. Retard. Complete.
Whoa! Also, didn't Spencer help like part of the grooming process? That was her admitting it on stream before, no? So wouldn't she know a good number of the names of these people? If that's the case? I don't know.
Dude, why
Maybe
are you
that's
guys
just a
spamming
weird
Colton
thought.
in the chat? This fucking Colton emote. But I mean, this guy's just unbelievable. He doesn't vet these people at all. But Dummy Durs, thank you for the 5. How much you want to bet Max and Spencer are fucking? Okay, dude.
I kind of agree, dude. They look like the kind of people that would be in like a polyamorous relationship.
Hey, chill. Dude, you guys are fucking on one today. How much you want to bet Max and Spencer are fucking? Let me give an astute analysis on that question. I'll get back to you after I do the fucking like facts. Think you do a form of government ID? I think so. I still live with my parents. I'll have to ask them if they know where it is. Of course. Are they aware of what you went through? So the person doesn't even have to send government ID before getting in there. All they have
I'm curious about the answer of like, are they aware of what happened? Because I would argue that if somebody was actually like an abuse victim, it would, by someone else. In my opinion, there's a decent chance that their parents weren't keeping a close enough eye on them to know what was going on, and so I would be curious about the relationship between that person and their parents.
to do is deflect the question saying, I live with my parents, so I'll have to ask my parents. I'm so sorry, perhaps that's for the best. After the voice message, sends more voice messages. I see my dad, I'll ask him. You are so kind. A picture of your face and a document with your name on it could also work.
I guess they felt like since they had the voice testimony, they're like, oh, okay, this is enough. They seem credible enough.
Voice messages.
Oh, they sound like Smaggle. They seem credible.
Absolutely, I understand your position is difficult. Let me ask the others what we can do. But thank you. I know you are being put in a tough spot, but I appreciate you hearing me out. Again, Spencer and the other victims are strong, especially going through everything, and you are strong putting everything on the line because all these drama tubers are thinking about money. That's fucking us, baby. We're just about pure
Hell
fucking
yeah,
shekels.
baby. It's not pure shekels, but like obviously there's a money incentive there. You know what I mean? Not that I mean Max has the same thing. That's why this guy's going around fucking making like he thought he was gonna make a ton of money off of this. That's like we all make videos for money as part of it.
That's all we care about here. Yeah, and not thinking about their morals. And if you are actually a good fucking person, you are going to go out.
But also he was trying to appeal to these people. I mean, I said it before. If he could have just like he's criticizing commentary YouTubers as if this wasn't the whole plan. He just thought he would win out on the conversation. Because like why are you talking to such like so many smaller content creators that don't really matter? You know, why? Like, if you're such a big, like, what's the point? That doesn't help. He has some weird, like, he's almost ego driven. Well, he is. I wonder what the motivation for that was, because there was no way it was going to be ever going to be productive. Like, what are you going to get the word of mouth out to who? Like, to like the small 10K channels? What's going on? You know? And again, I'm part of that. It's just like, what are you thinking?
Out of your way to help people, even though you are risking your career and friendships, and it shows you aren't just saying and caring about or like showing, but you are showing that you care.
I think it's a little bit of a stretch to say friendships. I guess he was friends with some ordinary gamers though.
Co-master, yeah, dude. I'm grateful for that, Jamie. Thank you. I'm trying for my best. Okay, would you be okay signing an NDA? You would just have to take a picture of your written name, signature, and today's date. And
maybe like your face. Why not your face too?
So this guy allowed a random tard into his server to see his apparently. It's like
you'll just have to show me a dick pic, and you can, and I'll get the NDA for you. That's the signature to the NDA. It's just your dick pic.
Private information he's protecting for the legal case, with no picture of his face first, with no government ID, with no evidence or proof that they even interacted with Camden. Nothing about
your running theory is that Spencer made something up so Max would let them into his house because the winter was coming, and now she's trapped in a lie. That's an interesting theory. Thank you so much for the 12-month median gut from Latchkey Gothboy. Papa, I'm going to need you to sign an NDA. Oh, fuck. Oh, jeez. I'm fucked.
Even person's existence, but just an NDA of just writing his fucking name on a loose leaf and a shitto signature.
Yeah, at least make the leaf tight.
And today's fucking date. And that's good enough. And he thinks that's going to hold up in court. It's like mind-blowing. So yes, I could do that. Okay, great. Also, do you have an email? They say, my school won, but I have my main email. Yes, I can send that to you. Yes, please.
How old is this person saying that they are, that Max is just freely interacting with them? Because if they're under 18, he should be like, oh, I don't know if we can really talk to you because, you know, you're under 18, right? That's what I would think.
Sorry about it. My mom called me. They sent their email. Awesome. Thank you so much, Jamie. Feel free to send me the NDA and I'll make sure to sign it. Attachment required. To confirm the agreements of your, to the terms outlined above, please attach a picture that includes today's date, your printed name, and your printed signature on a piece of paper. Okay, I'll do it. Hold on. The date and my signature are my full name written. And then the next text after this is the Discord link. I don't want to show it just because I don't want to give Max any more ammunition to potentially like take down like my stream or anything. I just don't want to risk it. But then after that, he sends the invite to the Discord, and that's all. He got in completely scot-free. And how can I prove this, though?
And again, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't heard a single question about like how old this person was or like how they met this vampire survivor or whatever. Unless I'm just not paying enough attention, but I feel like I am. Like, was that question asked at all? Did we see any of those? Those are small questions. They don't have to be like huge, you know. It just needs to be like, hey, did you, et cetera, et cetera. We didn't get any of that. I don't think, not from what I remember. Why wouldn't that be like the first thing you'd want to ask? I don't know.
It's because not only did this person send me like every single leak in the fucking Discord, but also I'm gonna be like showing a few things that I saw on the Discord server that I want to go over about Max. I know a lot of people are leaking specific stuff because I'm not the only person who got the leaks from this person. I know a big other YouTuber called, not big other YouTuber, but a good other YouTuber covering the story, Queeman. He went live earlier today.
So we've got.
He went live earlier today, going over a ton of the leaks. Oh wait, he privated his stream. He took out his stream.
We've got fresh log.
He took out his stream, but he was live earlier today, going over a ton of leaks. He did like a whole PowerPoint thing. Now, personally, I don't want to do that. I don't really want to show like a ton of the leaks because, you know,
what the fuck? That's what I was looking for.
These are potentially real victims. I don't want to.
That's actually a good point. Yeah.
Put their information necessarily out there, and if there is a real case that is eventually going to come from this, I don't want to be like the shitter who's releasing all of the evidence publicly that could potentially jeopardize a real case if these victims actually have been victimized by Camden. So I don't want to be that guy to do that. But overall, what I can say after going through the whole server, thank you, Kaz, for the $5. Really appreciate it.
The answers are probably just embarrassing. It's a role-playing group chat. Yeah, I've heard that a couple times. Is that actually the case? Is it some kind of weird? Like, is that actually the energy or the vibe of the chat that it's just kind of like a role play where a bunch of people are like, yeah, this happened to me, you know?
the donos. Thank you somebody for the 1 gift of membership. Overall, what I can say after I looked over all of the like Discord leaks is that Mudahar was absolutely right. There is no like concrete evidence, 100% absolutely, to show and prove that Camden is a pedophile. There is some suspicious things. There is a lot of testimonies. That is true. There is a lot of circumstantial evidence. But let alone trying to get this guy charged for being a pedophile, I wouldn't even make a YouTube video accusing of saying this guy's a pedophile for 100% of a proof. I would have to all say this under like the veil of allegations. There's nothing that can be proven for 100% of a fact that Camden has done these things. And I looked through every single piece of evidence. It's so scattered and it's so hard to follow. Like there's a ton of like random schizo testimonies on a fan fiction website of like a whole bunch of like girls talking about Camden on like this fan fiction.
Did they mention that they messaged them on Whisper? I don't know. I just feel like there should be more.
Website and like a whole bunch of out of context Whisper DMs, a whole bunch of out of context I think it's Kick DMs and Instagram DMs. It was so hard to follow. It's like just such scrambled information that you can't even like really put together the pieces of to make a coherent conclusion. I know it's pretty underwhelming, but I'm trying to tell you that it really wasn't anything much at all. There isn't anything really to even take from it. And Max doesn't do any of his due diligence to try to explain or timeline any of this evidence. It's all just one jumbled mess of fucking garbage. There's like a couple pictures of Camden that have already leaked publicly that I could show. This was in the evidence server.
Bro, listen. Because I don't want people to think that I'm trying to be rude or anything. But I mean, look at his eyes. You know, this to me, he doesn't look like he's all there. You know what I mean? And this isn't like I'm not trying to insult the guy, but you know, you'll see people that are maybe operating at a different capacity and they kind of just look past you. Like they just always look past everything. It's like they legitimately see a ghost, you know? And I feel like he's got that in his eyes. I feel like Spencer dated like kind of maybe some fucking black dude with autism that thought he was a vampire. And she fell for it somehow. Maybe so because she could get out of her like home situation or her, that was a little bit less than stellar. And then after it was all over, he might have been like a shitty boyfriend because he's a little weird. And then she's like, she created this whole story about how he was abusive because he probably did some stuff that was like not ideal, And I could be 100% wrong about this, but I don't know, dude. I'm just saying it feels like that. There's just no way. She got level 0 rizzed by a fucking black guy that likes BBW white women, Like, how surprising, right?
I don't know what the fuck the relevance of this is supposed to be, but this was in it. Camden doing whiteface.
What the fuck was that?
So I don't know if these are supposed to address the racist allegations.
Were there allegations that he was racist? I didn't even know that.
What? New emo. It's actually real. New fucking emo. Become a member today. I'm adding this right after stream. We saw the initial video of him showing off his fangs and growling at the camera to convince people that he was a werewolf vampire and pedophile. Well, not to convince people he's a pedophile. He actually doesn't want people to think he's a pedophile. But to convince people he's a werewolf. I assume this is to convince people he was a skeleton. And this is the convincing performance. Like, I know these people were vulnerable when they got indoctrinated to the cult, but how are you 16 years old and see a picture like this and think like, damn, dude, this guy's the real deal.
Maybe he likes turtles, bro. I don't know.
It's fucking Jack Skellington. Black version. Like, who's thinking that? Like, I more think this was, like, there's no way that these people were actually convinced that this guy was, like, a supernatural being. That's basically the cliff notes for what I saw on the server, but I still have more leaks that I wanted to show.
Maybe they just never met a black person before and they thought he was really unique or something. I don't know.
Because I just want to go over the stuff that I couldn't show on stream, but there's more stuff of Max in the server saying some unhinged shit. Black Skellington versus Count Blackula. Who's winning in a rape review?
Okay.
Yeah. This is one of the DMs I saw from Max in the Discord. So he's responding to Spencer saying like, I'm sorry I started all of this. I never thought we'd face what we are facing now. So it sounds like Spencer, from the get-go, as I alluded to earlier, Spencer was the only one who wanted to go live stream, who wanted to have all these ideas of...
I don't know if that's true. It might be true. I mean, she seems to have wanted to jump a career off of this, but I also feel like... listen, and I could be wrong about this. I feel like Max convinced her that it was on her. You know what I mean? He kept saying like, "No, the survivors wanted to come forward." Blah 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 blah. He's a YouTuber that should know. He should have a much better idea of how to operate the landscape. You know, and like I had said, he gets away with like all the weird shit that he was doing. So, but I don't know. I feel like there's no way. There's no way that it was all on her. I feel like it was a reasonable amount was on Max, and he just kept pushing the blame off onto her. Just seems like something he would do. I could be wrong, but
directing Max what to do with the story. And when Max says that his voice and his channel is a platform for the survivors, that's not true. It's only fucking Spencer. That's all. Spencer's the only. Well,
yeah, because the other survivors haven't made a YouTube channel yet, dude. If they made a YouTube channel, then they'd get the attention. You know, they get some more attention, bro. But they got to make YouTube channels, dude. You know, that's their fault.
Seems like she's the one behind all this shit. She's saying she started all of this, and she's apologizing to the other victims when the victims were freaking out over everyone, like, you know, shitting on Max publicly.
With their butts?
Fraud. But then Max responds to this saying, it's not your fault that the community is full, and this is just yesterday, by the way. It's not your fault that the community is filled with self-serving public figures who are trying to farm content off of your suffering.
Oh, God. I do it.
Dude.
I do it.
Oh,
I do it.
He's just like retarded.
Oh, dude.
Like, is he just grifting to the end?
Whoa.
Is he grifting to the grave, or is he just like completely...
It's not your fault, Spencer. It's the fault of these commentary drama YouTubers. All they do is be like, eat hot chip and Frito and talk about Sniper Wolf. It's a sad day.
Delusional and retarded.
Stop.
Who is farming content based off of like kids getting raped?
Please,
no one's farming content off of like motherfuckers getting diddled. It's off of your dipshit actions and you tarding out. I'm pretty like Mudhar is the biggest video on the topic, and he's the one behind the scenes trying to help out these victims over the colossal fuck up that you've made the situation.
Colossal. It's a classic pickle.
Survivors also always face adversity, and that's what part of this documentary is all about. Which he's referencing the documentary, which is just AKA for a shitty YouTube video responding to his critics and people shitting on him. But
okay.
He then says, after the context of this DM is that after a lot of the victims in the group chat were saying like, Max, I don't think you should have. I think you've gone about this situation.
Max, I think that you should kiss.
Completely the wrong way. I don't think we ever should have went public with this in the first place. You fucked this up to like complete like to an unbelievable level.
They said all that specifically? That's fucking crazy.
Then Max responds saying, I'm down to do whatever y'all want for me to do. If I'm not serving your wishes, then I'm not doing my job. Any honest direction would be appreciated.
I like that. I like that Max constantly reminds them that he's helping them out. You know? It just keeps them in line.
Hold on. Aren't you supposed
write that down? Write that down?
Supposed to be the pedophile hunter? Why are you relying on the kids that got fucking like
write that down?
To give you direction over your job? Dude.
Oh, dude, don't say it
Thank
again.
you, Tanasana, for the $5. The only person farming content off of kids getting diddled would literally be Max. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Thank you for the 2. Coming soon, Spencer's Only Whales.
Oh, God.
Okay, guys.
Oh, got her.
But my current plan is just to lay low and reach out to more survivors.
I would check it out, though, honestly, just to see. I'm a curious guy. You know, when I was younger, they used to say I was a curious guy. My mother said she almost named me George because of how curious I was. You know? She was gonna go back in time. Her vagina just like emanated like, oh, this guy, this baby is just so curious. Oh, Jesus, you know? That's kind of what happened there. But she's like, you know what, I'm gonna name him Daniel because that means gift from God or something. Apparently, I don't know. Because I mean, she couldn't decide whether I was curious or if I was a gift. I'm both. That's why my name is Daniel George Michael, because I'm also gay.
Until Clayton's arrest. So it seems like he's not going to be releasing any videos anytime soon.
And I'm also Mr. Manager.
Or addressing any critiques for the most part recently. And this is why, what I was alluding to earlier, this is why I know for a fact, like 100% is the reason why he took down his videos. If you go to the MamaMax channel, the new update is that he took down every last video and every last live stream coming.
Oh, God.
Now, why is this? It's because of this DM. It's because a lot of the victims were starting to shit on him privately.
Damn. Are you sure? Are you sure? That's a little convenient. Did we have the screenshots of a ton of victims shitting on him privately? Or did he kind of use that as an excuse to pull everything down so he could be like, well, it wasn't me. It wasn't my idea. Everybody said I should have taken it down. Because I feel like he's so egotistical. Would he really care?
Thank you for going over this.
Thank you.
We couldn't do it without you. Crying face.
Okay. You probably could. I just don't think anybody would want to sit through it without me pausing every 2 seconds and making obscure jokes, right? So stupid.
And we never should have went public with this in the first place. You never should have done this shit. Which is why also the context why Spencer was apologizing, because it was Spencer's idea to go public, it sounds like. So this is like 100% the reason. I know a lot of people are speculating.
You know what the worst part is? I got to go for an hour walk later when my wife gets home. She's got a 6:30 Zumba class, and I walk for the hour that she's in their Zumba class. So, Damn, you know, I'm tired too. I fucking woke up at 4 in the morning. I should have went back to sleep.
On why he's doing this, on if he's like doing it because he doesn't want to like
stop hurting me.
Potentially get in trouble with YouTube for doxing because he's gonna get like spam reported. That's not true. It's only because the victims behind the scene like told him that he's fucking up. So this is other context from when the infiltrator got in. The guy called at 4, and after not showing any proof at all that this guy, other than his testimony, that he was a victim of Camden, he just gets allowed 100% into the server. And Max says, at 4 is a new survivor of Camden Gerard Davis. They already signed the legal Discord NDA.
Oh, the legal discharge.
Oh, they used him for the $5. And then 4 says hi. He gets into there and he gets access to all of the evidence without proving anything. That's basically all the leaks that I wanted to show from the server. Honestly,
well, it's a good thing that they really protect that. Well, they have no evidence, so that's they protected their evidence. They protected it because it doesn't exist.
It's kind of underwhelming.
Actually, in a court of law, witness testimony can be considered evidence. Okay.
You know, it's like an interesting story to show, to know that he really had like basically no evidence at all in the server, and that he really didn't have a lot to even prove here. But it's underwhelming in regards to proving like, someone's guilty. If anything, these leaks just show more of his retarded negligence.
Ah! I'm getting crowded.
To allow anyone into his server.
Stay away from me.
Allow this whole Discord server to get leaked because of his retarded.
Stay with me. Stay away from me. All right, interesting. I could have done with a few fewer slurs, but hey, interesting stuff. Okay, enough MamaMax.